It's shaping up to be a beautiful day today, looking at plus 20 C. It's been sunny for the last couple of days, so I've had plenty of power. Batteries are all topped up. Can leave my systems on. There's a bunch of things that I need to do at the moment. He's coming today at a point near enough that I can grab him in my little boat. But I keep hearing news about the Strait of Gibraltar with Orca attacking large yachts. Well, I'm not a yacht, and I think I'll be all right. But that being said, between the potential weather, which again today isn't an issue, tidal transition, other watercraft, large watercraft, and marine life, it can be a very treacherous strait to traverse. It's a good day for it. I have just enough fuel in that engine to get across. I'll bring those jerry cans, and then when I drop him off again, when I bring him back in about a week, they can give me a little bit more fuel. I'll take some more fuel as backup. That being said, you know, for the last little while, I mean, I've had plenty of solar power. I got the call about 40 minutes ago, so I expect them to be down on the other side of the beach soon, and then I'll get them on the radio. There's lots of stuff out here. This might get cut.
Oh, no. Really great sunsets. Some really funny wildlife shenanigans. It was a great day. As soon as I put my phone, it just stays underwater.
Morning. I had a visitor last week, and I didn't really get up to any of my usual shenanigans, technical ones anyway. So I thought this time I'd just make it simple and just take a couple of extra scenery shots while I go around and do a few chores. I'm going to go down to the beach and use the drone to actually do a bit of scouting. I haven't really been able to explore very well on foot, so I'm going to do that with the drone. I think I'm going to launch from this rock. It should give me a good platform to operate from. Also on this rock I should be able to maintain a decent connection. Well, I crashed the drone. My viewing device there, which is an iPod Touch, popped up its battery warning. And during the time that it took to clear it, my drone was already into the trees. So I think the easiest way down is to go up and come at it from the bank side because of all this bush. I heard it bounce off many a branch, so it's possible that the battery fell out. It is such a little drone though, I may not find it. I'm in the area that I think has the most likely chance of finding my drone. When I was standing on the rock, it wasn't all that far. There's a gap in the video between where I received the low power warning on the iDevice and when I cleared it. So when I cleared it, it was already on its descent down to the forest floor. So all I have is a view, this brief view of a tree as it came down, and the approximate location of where I heard it. And as you can see, I mean, this is not an easy trek, and there's a good chance that even if I got close to it, I'd still miss it. As you can see, oh. This is not going to be easy. This is quite the slope as well here. Yeah, this bank is incredibly steep. I think it got tagged by one of the branches of those trees that are leaning out really far. That was the last trajectory it was heading on anyway. I'm approximately at the site that I heard the rustle as the drone fell through the trees. You can see maybe you can make out the rock down there that I was standing on. So it did fall a little ways from the shore. I didn't hear it hit the rocks. I feel like it was right around here. I decided rather than just use a random walk search pattern in the area that I heard the drone go down in, I'm going to just finish off the two chores that I had today. So I've already grabbed the firewood. Now I'm going to flush this engine. Having run this in the ocean, I always flush it with some fresh water just to try to combat corrosion. It's a beautiful evening. I've loaded the last drone flight. I grabbed this off of the iPod Touch. So right around here, right near the end of the video, I got a message on the iPod Touch about right here. It said my device was going to low power mode. In the time it took me to clear it, the next shot was here. So it wasn't even caching the video, unfortunately, of which tree it went into. It's a real shame. Okay, there. Thought I'd try from the beach perspective here. See if I could find that tree. There's a couple of distinctive features. When you'll notice there's that one tree. The frame is blurred pretty badly on the one side, but it really appears as though that tree has the branches predominantly on the ocean side. And so I think this is that white object on the shore, this one. The tide was in a little bit further, but you know, it's still pretty tough to tell. If that's the case, then the tree with the branches on one side is this tree. And then maybe it's this large tree that we're catching glimpses of as we rotate down. Well, I think it looks pretty unlikely that I'll find that drone. Even if I walk right by it, I might miss it. So, oh well, that is the cost of doing business, I guess. I think I've extracted from that drone footage final moments of the drone's last flight. And so I'm going to take one more look. I think it's likely that the drone went down between that tree that's leaning out quite a ways and one little tree back. It's important that I get it very close because obviously, unless it landed something like this, I don't think we're that lucky. It's closer to the bush, of course. So I think the drone has gone down somewhere in this vicinity here. Good, it's quite steep here. I think we've come down right around here. I think this is the one that we saw when we were spiraling down. I'm not sure which side we were on, but maybe we were seeing a bit of this tree as the last view, and potentially those were the last branches we were looking up at. Oh, that makes me feel better. We'll go take this back to the tent. I am very, very happy to have found that in this place. Well, I can't tell you how happy I am that we've managed to find this drone. I mean, not only because it's not inexpensive to replace. It would be difficult for me to actually get one here in the event that I needed to replace it. And it was a very difficult endeavor to actually find it. I wasn't sure where it went in on the beach, where it entered the forest from the beach exactly, because I was looking at my controller. Yeah, I'm lucky that I got any footage, and the footage that I got, I was able to identify at least the area, because I mean the foliage is so dense and so thick. I could have walked right by it and not seen it. I had to really get a pretty good idea of where it was to start with. I lucked out in a bunch of different respects. I mean, it didn't get damaged by falling through all the branches and the brambles, and it landed on something soft enough that it didn't damage itself. Yeah, it's a little minor miracle. I'm quite happy with that. This week, obviously, I had a visitor, and I almost lost my drone. So anyway, I think I'll leave it on a high note. I hope you found that interesting, and we'll see you next time.